Okay.
But anyway, when you build the landfill, you get the land and you dig a big pit, and first they'll sell the soil to contractors to fill in. You know, you gotta build a road or something like that. And once they get it certain depth and width, then they cover it inside with liner. They put a drain at the bottom, several drains at the bottom of the liner. And
Where do the drains go?
to a huge tank.
The leaching tank.
Called leachate tank. Right?
What's it called?
Leachate. Leachate is anything.
How do you spell that?
Leachate, I believe.
Okay.
Leachate is anything that you get from compression of the soil with toxic waste or anything like that. And then it ends up going into rivers and so forth. Anyway, leachate let me finish here.
Yeah, go. I'm sorry. Don't let me interrupt you.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Well, the drains pump to, they have a pump, and they pump into the leachate tank. And then they measure the pH, and then they got a thing in there that stirs it and oxygenates it and stuff. And
Is that like a physical motor type setup, or is that?
like a giant rods that turn around and around.
It's kind of like a mixer.
Like a mixer.
Okay.
You know? And huge tank. I mean, I've been to the bottom of it before when they were building it.
Does it ever get drained and maintenanced?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice a year they have to drain it. There's three of them.
What do they do with all the stuff inside it when they drain it?
Well, after they clean it as much as they can, they load it on trucks, and a company takes it away to.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, man.
I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, what do we do with this stuff? It's not like we can just put it on like a Golgi, you know.
Oh, the smell is god awful.
Like, I mean, there's nowhere for us to put this stuff.
Right.
Like, it's not like we can just press a button and make it magically disappear. It has to go somewhere.
A lot of it, if it's got a petroleum content to it, they will give it to cement companies. You know, to make cement, you have to have it,
to incorporate it, Why not sell it instead,
mix
first
it
of
with
all?
diesel fuel.
Why would we give it to them? Why not just sell it? Make a profit off of it. If this is the county
They don't
operation.
want to buy it. Most of them don't. Most of them don't want to buy it.
Okay, so it's so low grade that they just,
Right.
okay.
So, but they're helping us.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Aerosolize, like a little sprayer nozzles, there's several hundred of them, and they spray it in there along with mixing waste oil, contaminated gasoline, and it increases their BTU factor by heating it up, and then they spend less on fuel. Mm-hmm. But the county trucks go.
See, okay,
Probably five trucks a day, 2,000 gallons per truck.
Yeah, that's a lot of pollution.
And if it rains,
That's so much pollution. Holy
then
crap.
there's more rainwater coming down.
Yep.
Now, the thing about it is, there are hundreds of eagles all over the place down there. They land there, and because now that we're dumping some garbage at the landfill,
That's become a source of easy
they're after
food.
the rats.
It's become a source of easy food, yeah.
But the other big problem is
It's also,
animal shelters that euthanize the animals, you know.
oh God, they don't.
They take them to the landfill.
Oh dear God, you're supposed to cremate those.
Yeah, well, not all of them do.
Yo, that should be like law. Either that or you take it up to the wildlife preserve.
Yeah.
Like that should be a law.
Well, if you euthanize it, you can't.
Because if you
can't feed it anything.
But no, more importantly, if you throw it in the dump, it's going to attract animals. It's nature.
And eagles
And those
eat
things
that,
are gonna
and
die.
They get really sick and die because of the chemical used, you know.
Dear God.
But,
This state is
and then once you
beyond
finish the
incredible.
landfill, like you saw the ones up in Washington, where they're just
Yeah.
hills.
Yeah.
That's a capped landfill.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
Put
methane
another
coming out.
liner over that, and then you cover it with
Like those
soil.
pipes that are running along the sides, they're channeling methane
and
out.
then you put vents in that go all the way down to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have what we call a spark arrestor running.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 of them.
Made of brass.
Made of brass, and some places are using that to make electricity. The vapors come out, get separated, and put into a tank, and then they can generate electricity by burning it.
Yeah.
It's like at the old landfill down on Meeting Street, Romney Street.
There was a landfill down there?
Yeah. When I was a kid,
Oh, yeah, no, you were telling me about that when I was growing up, and we'd go down there.
Somebody buying it and put a hotel on it.
Oh, dear God.
Well, they're gonna have to raise it up.
That lot that's been
Anyway.
empty for, like, literally since ever.
Well, 20 years ago, I was working with a guy at shipyard part-time, and his company was hired to test the landfill, and we took a drill and drilled down 40 feet. We put a pipe in there, and we didn't put any, we put spark arrestors down at the very bottom. We didn't put it at the top, so the gas was coming out. And we waited about 3 weeks, and then we lit it. And it literally burned for almost 2 years.
Holy shit.
Just a flame coming out.
For 2 years?
2 years, yeah. And then we decided to put it out, you know.
They're like, finally, okay, this is getting excessive.
It would burn forever.
It probably would have. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
there's probably a fuck ton of methane down there.
Because at that time, they didn't separate construction waste from garbage.
No, but I mean, like, look at a different example, though. Over in Russia, or Siberia, there's a place called the Doorway to Hell. And in 1950-something, Soviet scientists tried to I can't even remember what the hell they were doing. I think they were drilling for something. And basically, they accidentally lit a reservoir of methane gas on fire. And it is, to this day, 50 years later, 60 now, almost 70, still burning.
No, West Virginia's got a coal mine that's burned underground.
Yeah.
Been burned underground.
Literally underground fires.
10 years so far.
Yeah, and they're losing houses steadily to this blaze because the ground becomes weakened by all of that fire. It literally reduces it to carbon.
All the carbon monoxide is getting to the houses and getting people sick.
Yep.
And there's no way to put it out.
No.
I mean, impossible.
We done fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. We have treated this planet as though it's impervious.
And that stuff's gonna burn through your lifetime and your
Yeah.
kid's lifetime. Because coal burns very, very slow.
Mm-hmm. And it burns long.
Yeah.
That's why we used it.
Very hot.
That's why it became literally the center of our infrastructure for nearly 100 years.
The tunnels are being used as a stack in order to provide more air to it.
Dear God.
Even though they sealed off some of the tunnels,
They can't possibly
you don't
effectively...
seal off every crack,
Exactly. It's impossible.
right? It is.
The best solution that we could possibly do is spend a fuck ton of money to literally pump the area full of foam until it's bursting at the seams.
Well, I took you to the Bridge of Nowhere and I talked about creosote
Mm-hmm.
in that pond. The only place that the creosote was when they were doing manufacturing was that pond. And then the company closed.
And bulldozed over it, now it's everywhere.
Then it saturated the ground
Yep.
all the way to the river.
Diffusion, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, you could dig a hole now there about 4 feet deep and let it sit for about 2 weeks, and then they'll halfway fill it full of creosote.
And now that shit's in our...
It's a carcinogen.
We wonder why fishing is so terrible at the bay. And we wonder why the bay looks so disgusting.
Yeah.
It's because we've let industries just run rampant and rape our natural resources.
Plum Island, the old Plum Island was the old sewage plant for public city of Charleston sewer and water. They're now cleaning it up, hiring day laborers, giving them gloves and a little mask, and having them shovel all this dried up manure, and they're shoveling it off to someplace else. Because somebody bought the land and wants to build condominiums.
How much you want to bet those are the very same immigrants that people like Lindsey Graham are railing against?
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
How much you want to fucking
Because
bet?
I got a friend of mine called me and asked me. He lives in Eugene, and he asked me, said, a friend of mine's working at the Plum Island plant, and he's working with this and this and this. What kind of PPE test equipment would he need? I said, well, he'd need a N99 respirator.
What kind of stuff are they shoveling? I don't understand. What was on Plum Island?
They had tanks of where they would put the urine and the feces in, and then mix it and add back more bacteria. And then once it became dry, they would shovel it out and put it in piles.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God,
So basically,
that's toxic.
well, over years it got a lot of bacteria, and the dust, and they were getting a lot of dust. The dust can cause you to get really sick.
Yeah, because that's basically feces.
Yeah, it is. Now they're cleaning it so well, and Georgetown County was doing a good job, and they were actually growing. They had a sod field. They were growing sod using
That feces, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
yeah.
One, it's a way to, yeah.
But some congressmen from Columbia,
Said, no, you can't compete with the local sod distributors.
the company that
Yep.
was growing sod
Yep.
up in Orangeburg, complained that they couldn't compete. With
Yep.
The price was too low.
Yep. That's South Carolina right there.
Quality sod. I mean,
But more importantly, it is necessary to get rid of a biological hazard.
smoking cigarettes is good shit.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
You must have a lot of video power on that thing.
Mm-hmm.